Hi, Kim.
Hey, Yvonne. So sorry. I know we're on Not Nosy, Just Curious.
That's right, we are. Make sure you mention that, my friend. Yes.
'Cause I got my new T-shirt.
Yes.
Anyways, I almost didn't make it because I texted you at the last second and said I might need to take a rain check because I was trying to call my doctor because I gave the EO break to Ben today because I took over Karen's relief. So whatever. And Ben on Thursdays, I normally try to give it to him because he goes to see his mom. So that's what I did because we went to hour and a half anyways. Anyway, that kind of like goes against what I was just saying.
Yeah, what? Yeah,
but it's not really.
Okay.
So anyway, I didn't have a break for like 2.5 hours. And I look at my phone finally when I was walking out and I see a thing from the doctor, the text thing. We'll see you at 12:20 for your appointment. And I'm like, fuck. Forgot that I made it because I made 2 for the foot doctor. Anyway, so they got that thing now that they charge you $25 if you don't cancel 24 hours before. Right. I didn't want to get charged. I didn't really want the appointment on today anyways because I had canceled my one for last Friday, but I just made this one in case I forgot to cancel it. Anyway, so it ended up they let me cancel it because I said I had to work overtime.
So you lied.
I know.
So was lying the path you were going to take all along, or?
Oh my God, you're totally blasting me.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I didn't say I'm working overtime. I did say I'm at work.
Okay, so kind of. You didn't lie then because you were probably still at work.
I didn't say that I was working overtime. I just said because I'm at work.
Okay, perfect. Because you could have been in the parking lot.
Literally at work.
Yes.
Going down the escalator, but I was still at work.
Yes.
And they took it upon themselves to assume that I had to work.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I didn't lie.
So you're all right. Formally.
So, yeah.
You were still at work.
Yeah, so then they let me. But I'm in the car thinking, because when I see it, and then I had to go, I'm going to lunch with you, and I'd rather go to lunch with you because I never wanted to go to the doctor's appointment. But I was like, the only reason why I would have just not went. But they have it now to where, okay, how long do you wait in the doctor's office? Sometimes you can wait an hour, over an hour, right? But then you can't not show up to wait for an hour. So I'm talking to somebody at work, a fellow floor person, and she's talking about when she went she had a doctor's appointment on her day off, and she had to sit there all these hours. And
so have you ever thought, have you ever gotten testy enough to go, my time is just as important. How about you pay me?
When I would go to my back surgeon, the specialist there, I literally said that. I'm like, you make me, because I was going to be late. You know, where I live, there's a train. Mm-hmm. And if you get caught on that train at 12, you're stuck there. And it takes forever because it's the transition area or whatever, like where they pick up a cart or drop off a cart or something. And I would have to call and say, like, I'm on the train. You know, we only allow 10 minutes. 10 minutes? You guys have me sitting in there for hours sometimes.
So what do you think the strategy is? Are they money driven by triple booking, double booking and everything? And then now I'm calling you to cancel and you're still in my pocket for money. Yet you have probably 2 people waiting in the waiting room for that time slot anyhow.
Nothing in what you said just now sounded like a doctor cares about anybody.
No.
Doctors don't care about you anymore. You're literally like, you know, when you have product and you're in a factory and it goes down a conveyor belt, like Lucy on the Lucille Ball show, they're trying to find the good ones and you ditch the bad ones. We're this.
Yeah.
Here's where you get shots. Here's where you get pills. Here's where you get surgery. Here's where you get whatever, injections, therapy, whatever.
Doesn't that leave, this leaves such a bad taste in your mouth that you're treated with such disdain, yet you go back for more treatment like that. And I've always said, I think doctors are no better than mechanics. Mm-hmm. We're just a body of moving, working parts. Our eyes are the headlights, our kidneys the radiator. You'll change a mechanic faster than you'll change a doctor. And I don't understand. There's a multitudes of doctors to
Yeah.
pick from.
I always tell people, go and get your second opinion.
Just go get another doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, go find somebody who cares. Do you know there's billing codes, and they are formally supposed to sit down and spend half an hour with you to be able to bill for an office visit. They don't do that. They don't even talk to you.
They don't know. They come in and you get asked the same questions starting at the nurse.
Yeah.
When you go in.
And they don't talk
what
to you.
What medications are you still taking this? Do you do this?
And now
you know everything about me. It's on the computer.
Dictaphone thing.
Yeah.
Taking notes. You know, they can't even be bothered with.
They don't care about they don't care about a person.
No.
And so many people that we work with have these same issues that I've had surgery for or whatever. So at one point I felt like, oh my God, I'm the guru of knowing what's wrong with your back. But I don't even think sometimes, because I hurt just as much as I did before I had my surgery, in which I know they say, you know, it's not a cure to end your pain. Like we're fixing your back so it doesn't get any worse or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it's always the same things. We have the same body parts.
Exactly.
We've been doing the same things for 25 years.
How come you can't? I don't know what your problem is, or I don't know what's going on with you. Well, then figure it out.
See, that sent me into a depression when I had my last surgery, and I kept going back because I'm still suffering, but I've had so much pain, and this is just, I'm better now, like out of that funk. But after surgery, and you gain weight, there's a lot of stuff that happens to you. You can't move around like you want to. You're off of work, so you're getting less money. And like, this is what you're sacrificing just to get a little bit of relief from pain that you've been enduring for so many years, right? And then you go back and you're like, I'm still experiencing pain. So then they send you onto another conveyor belt of a doctor. Yes. It's not your back. It's your shoulder. It's coming from your shoulder. It's your nerves now. It's like this. And that's just them saying there's nothing wrong with you. But when a doctor flat out says, I don't know what my pain doctor said that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what you, like, as I said, this is hurting, that's hurting. Like, I don't know, like, I just need some help. I need some pain relief. If it's not my knees, it's my back. If it's not my back, it's my neck. If it's not my neck, it's my shoulder. If it's not that, it's my feet. It's like, just give me some relief. And when that pain management doctor says, I don't know what you want me to do for you, I just picked up my wallet and my phone and my keys and I walked out.
Well, what else was there to do? I mean, were you going to beg them to find out? I mean, you wouldn't do that with a mechanic. And
I've never been back
since. You pick up your keys and you take your car and you go somewhere else. But yet we're held hostage to this medical group because we think they know so much more.
Now you're over 50, so now you get hounded for your your mammogram. You got to do colonoscopy. You got to do all this stuff. But I haven't gone to my healthcare provider, my doctor,
primary care.
I don't even know who the hell that is.
I know. I don't know who mine is either.
And then you're making me go to them because I have to
before I can get a referral to go.
Before I can get anything really.
Now, when did that become the thing?
I don't know. But now, my latest issue was my feet. So I have plantar fasciitis in both of my heels, 2 broken bones.
That's a bitch to get rid of.
It's really bad.
Yes.
Because it's flaring up. Like, it's been flaring up last week. But, so I found out when I went to the doctor, I already knew I had plantar fasciitis. But this new doctor, who, remember I told you I liked, she seemed like she really cared about me and blah, blah, blah. And I felt really good about it. She said, you're going to give you Lyrica. Mm-hmm. So I'm taking Lyrica now because I have neuropathy. It's nerves that's making my pain. And it sounded great. And I started taking the pills, which I don't want to take pain pills. I don't want to take pain pills. I want to be able to do it on my own. Like, tell me what I have. Tell me what I can do naturally or whatever.
So why that path? Why haven't you just surrendered to the pain pill path?
I don't want pain pills.
Because do you think pain pills is
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So she puts me on Lyrica. I get 28 days. I thought I would get 28 because she's just testing me on it. So I go through the 28 days, but weeks before it ended, I tried to put in to get a refill. They keep shooting it back. The doctor's not answering or whatever. So I'm trying to call the doctor, try to call the doctor. And this doctor now, they're everywhere. There's 3 of them. So they could, one day they're here, one day they're in Warren, one day they're in wherever.
Yeah.
So nobody's answering me. Finally, I get a hold of somebody. And I say, I need a prescription refill. They tell me I got to come in because it's a controlled substance. I have to go in to do it. And then they said, and then we can give you another 28 days. I said, wait a minute. Most months have 30 days in them, at least. Most months, 30, 31. You're giving me only 28 pills? Yes, that's what we do. We only give 28 pills. So you're going to make me pay, because you're a specialist, $40 copay twice a month, plus the 28 pill prescription, which comes to $28 or $20. That's how much I have to pay for. Like that means you don't care about me. So everything that she was saying and how she made me feel, it totally got wiped away. Because that is their
really,
plan to get me there 2 times.
It's a cash grab, man.
It's such a cash grab. Because she said, I don't think I'm going to see you back. This is what she's got me on. She goes, but you know what? I'm going to give you this, and then you're going to take this, and I don't even expect to see you back, really. And that made me feel good. And then all of a sudden, when I call, now I got to keep on going back every 28 days to go and get some prescriptions. So now, to what you just said, is why did I take that path? Because of society or all the people that know how to scam the pills and everything, and their addictions and everything to it, made me start to feel like I had one, because I needed pain pills. And I took pain pills for years because, I had surgery, and then a couple years later I had another surgery, and the pain never really went away. So I was taking Norco, and I never abused it. And, I'm not addicted to Norcos, never was. But I became to the point where I couldn't tell the doctor what my pain level was, because I took a Norco that day that made me feel like I didn't really have the pain.
Right.
But I did have the pain because I didn't take it every day. On my weekends, I'm in pain because I was only taking it to get through work. So then when I go to the doctor and I need a refill for that, they cut it down from giving me a 3-month supply to a 1-month supply. Understandable. I see what people are doing. But now I have to take a P test. So now I have to take a P test to find out if I'm addicted to it or I'm not taking it at all, and I could be selling it. But that P test is not covered by insurance.
What?
So it was costing me $65 out of pocket for this P test to get these pills. And the pills were costing $20-something to get them. So that's now $70 there, plus the $40 copay to go and see the doctor once a month. Everything's $100.
Do you respect the path they're taking and trying to avert addictions?
No, I don't respect it.
You don't.
That's too late.
You think it's too late?
It's too late.
So the devil has already been...
And now you want to try and fix it because you don't want to get in trouble, or your colleagues have been giving pills away for all these years and you probably knew about it. You just chose not to do it because you're a bigger corporation. The surgeons,
Mm-hmm. So you don't think the path they're taking by trying to police it more and making it less available, more inconvenient, and more hard to get.
I'm not saying that it's wrong.
Right.
I'm saying you did it way too late.
You just think it's way too late.
It's way too late.
And do you think because you're not using them, you're being treated unfairly because you have to go through this whole path?
I literally felt like a drug. Like, I don't know. I was starting to feel like a druggie.
Yeah.
Because I didn't take it on my weekends, and one time I had the doctor's appointment to go and do that on a Monday, so it wasn't in my system. And they hounded me as to why I wasn't taking it. And I'm like, I don't get it. What do you want from me? You don't want me to be addicted, and you don't want me to not take him.
So such a vicious cycle.
It's a terrible cycle.
So the whole medical arena is just a mess. Well, the whole medical arena became a business.
That's
It's a
exactly what it
business
is.
of customer service anymore. It used to be help you and Hippocratic oath and
Yeah.
everything to help and take care of. And now it's a business.
Well, look,
Now these hospitals are emerging because of money.
yeah, but look at all the mistakes that they've made throughout the years. Remember when we were younger? You more than me, or my parents more than us. There was like one hospital, not a huge hospital, one hospital like per how many cities?
Yeah.
Now there's like a 24-hour clinic,
All
a
the
walk-in
urgent
clinic,
cares.
urgent
Now
cares,
the
hospitals
teledocs.
everywhere, teledocs, they're every single where.
Right.
You
So
tell
it's a very
tell me
flooded
that is
market.
not a business.
It's a business. And I think what happens now is the doctors are not making what they used to make. So they're really trying to gouge you. Now they're just finding avenues to bring the money.
And then there's this.
Then they don't want to take your insurance.
Why do we need doctors so damn much? Somebody's doing something wrong for us to feel like we need doctors so much.
Well, I think we've become, I don't know. Here's my daughter is a nurse practitioner and she is my anchor. And I'm fortunate to have her. But she says our society has become, first of all, very heavy. You know what I mean? Loaded with diabetes, which created this need for this medical profession. And now you're heavy. We created that. Now you're heavy. Now you need knees and you need hips, and they will operate. They will operate. Which good does it do if you're still heavy? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So never addressing.
Okay, so now go out of the medical part. When I say somebody's doing something wrong,
well, absolutely,
it's not just the hospitals.
It's the
Get
whole
the fast food shit.
Yes, because I didn't have fast food growing up.
That's what I mean.
I mean, Burger King was like just coming to be.
I'm going to push a book, and I think I might have told you about this book before. It's called Wheat Belly. If anybody out there wants to read something about your body and you don't know, it's called Wheat Belly. It's a good book. It talks about all that we were just talking about right now, about the hospitals becoming so much.
Yeah, they're businesses now. They're not compassionate. They're businesses.
Yeah.
And it's a sad state. And everybody has something wrong. I mean, I was in the hospital getting my cataracts done, and they were like, "Okay, well, what kind of medicine are you on?" And I'm like, "Well, I have nothing."
When I think about
you don't
cataracts,
take
what you gotta go
nothing. No, I don't take nothing. You don't take no kind of medicine. No. So 3 more nurses come in. She don't take no medicine. I'm like,
they're shocked.
Why is that weird? They're like, you don't understand how unusual that is, because people are just on medicine. So when you're not,
and
you're
that's
like
that's why
that's
why I chose to go off. When I had my last surgery, now I was taking them up until and getting them, but when I had my last surgery, they gave them to me again. I never finished the prescription. I don't want anything. When you say controlled substance, and this is why I won't take the Lyrica anymore. This is the doctor's appointment I was canceling for my feet, for the Lyrica, because I did my research and figured out there's ways that I can help it without needing the controlled substance where you can control me.
Right. Oh,
and it can control that.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, I got to drink more water. I got to lose more weight.
For some reason, that word pushed a button.
I don't I don't want anybody to control it. Anybody, anything to control me. If there's a way I can.
Well, I don't think anybody has reacted to that word the way you have just now. You know, they just simply that's what they're calling it, a controlled substance, and
but that's what they had called it. And to me, it made me think about it. Like, it's a controlled. Would you have thought that Lyrica was a controlled substance?
I don't even know what Lyrica
is. It's for nerve pain, and that's what neuropathy is. It's your nerves going into.
I have no idea. But I figure ignorance is bliss, and I'm pretty blissful, so I could care less about.
And that's where I just want to be.
Yeah.
Simple, living my life without the pills and stuff.
Right.
But we've known and we've seen so many, even just at our own job, that have problems to get drugs.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, that's what the
Well,
sadness
and then
is.
now, now, like you're saying, it's too late, but now created a pain management facility so they can police the drugs a little
But
bit.
it's not
But
just that. That's just
the
another.
habit is already developed. And
That's another conveyor belt of things you
yes,
got to go
now
through.
to get your prescriptions or
Yeah.
your pain management, as they're calling it. They gave it a nice word, just like the pharmaceutical company, Purdue gave the happy faces.
Yeah.
Rate your pain from 1 to 10.
Oh yeah.
They gave it a nice little playful,
Mhm.
thing. So I mean, yeah, it's just
And that what
to
an
suck
easy
you
way
in.
for you to get more pills.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is just circle the dot closer to the
Yeah.
unhappy face.
Unhappy face. That's my pain right there. So,
Because what does it take? You being a 6?
Yeah, if I don't
just
even
one notch
know,
over halfway.
Shit, and who's not going to say their pain's always a
Who's
10
not?
or whatever?
You're getting free pills because either you're going to take them or sell them for $20 a pill.
Right. But yeah, it's a sad.
But if anybody is listening out there that is addicted to pain pills, we're on to you.
Well, I think the thing you said about controlled substances, that right there, I mean, I don't think anybody has dissected the word control. I mean, it really, Kim, that was very powerful to say.
Mm-hmm.
It is controlling you.
Just
control.
It controls me going in there and telling you what my pain level is because I have no clue.
Right.
Because this controlled substance is now controlling my brain to say that I'm not really in pain.
I mean, yeah.
But I know that I need to be in pain to get the pill, so I got to say it's more than 5.
Right. So, I mean, when you think of the word, I mean, they're using it as whatever, a marketing word, but you're actually thinking of personally the control it has, which is interesting. But anyhow, so do I take it you're never going back to the doctors again?
Well, they make me in order to keep health insurance and stuff.
Right.
And that's the other freaking thing that makes me mad, that I have to go. I'm not feeling like I need to go or want to go, but you're making me go.
Well, that's another thing.
And we pay into our insurance. I pay monthly. I think I've allotted myself the right to be able to say I don't want to go, but you have to go. You have to go for your checkup. You have to have an annual checkup.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, I never went for 3 years, and
so
I got
you
hounded.
have to have this checkup to keep your insurance?
I don't know exactly how that part works, but I know that I kept getting letters from my main doctor saying that I needed to go in for a physical. So why am I getting all of a sudden? Because all of a sudden when I chose not to go get a physical every 2 years or whatever, and I didn't go to the doctors for 4 years, now I'm getting hounded with a letter that states I need to go and get my physical.
Well, I think a doctor is as needed person. That's
how
what
it
a
should be.
mechanic is. So I mean, I do get my little calls for yearly, and I never go. I haven't had a yearly, and I can't.
Do they call you, or have they sent you anything yet?
They call me, and plus now is an enrollment time, so it's a lot of phone calls. I never answer anything, but this yearly thing, this is new. Like in the last 10 years.
Yeah, I think
this
it is.
New.
I think it's yearly now, right?
Never had to do any of that before. There was never, you went as needed. If you felt a certain way, you went to the doctors. Now the general practitioner doesn't do this, so now let's send you to a specialist and he does that, but you can't get in with him for 2 months, right? So now you can't have that appointment for 2 months. I mean, it's like, what do I got to wait 2 months for? What are we waiting for? He's that busy? So, I mean, the whole process is just discouraging. So what do you want to say in conclusion?
I don't want to tell anybody not to go to the doctor. But there's nothing you can do. It's not going to change. It's not going to change back to what it was. You just have to learn how to go with the flow and pick your...
I just feel you just go as
pick
needed.
your poison carefully.
I mean, I just feel it's gotten so ridiculous, and it's not a necessary thing to do.
Yeah, I don't think so, but they do. That's the way. So,
what is your opinion on specialists like chiropractors?
Well, that's all I ever seen because I got surgery, so they were surgeons. They were specialists.
Okay.
Back specialists, neck specialists, whatever. So I'm paying extra coverage just to go and see them, and I have to go see them, and then you got to go if you need to get time off work to get FMLA, and you got to keep going to them in order for your FMLA to pass. And
Well, now the doctors are charging $25 to do the FMLA papers.
oh, my doctor's charged $35.
They charge for that now.
Yeah, and then if there was a mistake made and they have to do it again, they charge for the next time, because even if they made the mistake, that was my
Now,
doctor.
what a
That's why I don't even.
became.
I used to have FMLA and I don't have it anymore because I don't want to go through all that every 6 months too, because it used to be every
it's
year.
every 6 months now too.
Mm-hmm. Who could be bothered?
Oh, what a
You got to
racket.
really need some time off work, and
Well,
those are probably the people that are putting in for it the most. Are probably the people that just scam their way through just to have FMLA.
But that's just another bone of contention of mine. Also, this FMLA, because this is fairly new too, and especially the abuses of it is it just rubs me the wrong way.
Yep, it only takes a little while just to have something good,
because that
something
was
helpful
put in
for a
place.
little bit.
Right.
Somebody's gonna find a way to fuck it up.
Yeah, absolutely, because that was put in place with good intention.
Because it was helpful to me. I had to be off for surgeries.
Yes.
There was times where I couldn't even get out of bed because my back would be hurting me or whatever. And I never abused FMLA. Never, ever. And because I was thankful for it. But because I knew it was there if I needed it. And like I had FMLA and I had perfect attendance for 2 years. And I never used it. Well, that's what I mean.
FMLA now it's global. I mean, the abuses are global.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just our place. It's the factories. It's everywhere. If you don't want to work, then don't work. Don't work, because there are people who would love to have your job.
Especially making the money some
you're
people
making,
make. Yeah.
And you can't go to work, or you're working the system, this FMLA system. I don't know. And now they're writing FMLAs for depression and everything else. Well,
I remember
there were so many people working with depression.
Back when it first came out, I never, it wasn't, everybody didn't really have it, but this one girl had told me she got it for period cramps. I was like, at the time, I'm like, what?
And
but now to listen to what they get it for now.
Period cramps sounded pretty good. But I mean, there are women that have terrible, terrible time with that.
I agree with you. Somebody just had.
But, before FMLA, women muddled through it all. We made it. So it just, I mean, it's just, it's an irritant. The FMLA thing has gotten ridiculous. I mean, I don't like women
the whole
today.
medical thing.
Yeah. And all of it put in place with good intention.
Yeah.
So. All right, Kim.
Anyways, that was a good conversation. I had more, but that one went on for a while. Obviously, it was meant to be talked about.
Right. I mean, it's an irritant. It bothers people. Yeah. So. All right, let's say goodbye till next time.
Okay, bye everyone. I hope you learned something.
Yeah, visit Not Nosy, Just Curious. We need the followers.